In this class, I will discuss about terminating and non-terminating decimal, irrational number between any two rational numbers, represent square root of the positive real number on the number line, and why pi is irrational number. So everyone seen that the three number is written. First one is the 2.57, second one is the 0.142857, and another one is the 0.140140014000 again 1 and the repeated, that's mean the 4, then the here the 10 20 30, then the 40 and continuously. Now seen that here the three decimal number. In first case, after the decimal here the only two numbers and this one is end, that's mean 2.57. so these types of the number is called the terminating number. Terminating decimal number. In the second case and the third case, we are seen that the number is repeated, that's mean 142857 again 142857, and this one is not ending and continuously, so this is called the non-terminating. In third case also, this one is also the 140, then 1400, then 14000, then again 1440 and continuously. So this is also not ending, so this one is also the non-terminating. So both decimal number is the non-terminating, but here the repetition is allowed, repetition is occur, that's mean 142857 142857, that's why this is called the non-terminating recurring decimal. And here the repetition is not allowed, that's why this one is the non-terminating non-recurring. So terminating means after certain after the decimal, after decimal certain number is occur, here the infinite number of numbers occur, and this is also the infinite number occurs. That means these two cases, this one is the non-terminating and first one, this one is the terminating decimal. Now we have to find the irrational number between two rational number, that means between 1/7 and 2/7. I mean here seen that these two numbers, but here the rational number, these two numbers are rational number. And this number is irrational number. This number is irrational number. So we have to find the irrational number. That means number is like this. Irrational number means non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. So first we have to find what is the value of 1/7. So 1/7 means the value is the 0.142857 again 142857, and this one is continuous. That's mean the value of 1/7, this one is the 0.142857. so this 6 number is repeated, that's why this one is the bar. So 1/7 means this. Again, when we have to find the value of 2/7, then 2/7, the value of 2/7 is 0.285714, again 285714 and continuous. So seeing that this 285714, this one is repeated, so that's mean the value of 2/7 is 0.28 5714, and this one is the repetition. So we have to find the irrational number between these two numbers. So that's why the irrational number between 1/7 and 2/7 is here the 0 point. Now since that you have to omit 0 and decimal number and also the bar. So here the number is 14,000, sorry, 14, 28, 57. Here the 28, 57 and 14. So first two numbers 14 and 28. So in between 14 and 28 there is the you have to take any number between 14 and 28. You can take the number 19, or you can take the 17, or you can take the 27, any one of them. So if you consider this one, then 0.19, 0.17 or 0.27. Then in the first case, you see that here the 0.14, then you have to take 10, again 14, 00, then 14, 000. So like this way, here also the 0.19, then you have to take 10, then 19, 00, then 19, 000, and continuous. In this case 17, then 10, again 17, 00, then 17, 000, and this case. If you take 0.27, then this one is the 0, then 27, then 00, then 27, then 000, and continuous. So these numbers are the irrational number lies between 1/7 and 2/7. Now next one is the very important. Now question is express 2.476. Here the 76 is repeated later in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. That means we have to express 2.476. 76 is the repeated, and in the form of P by Q, that's mean the rational number. Express this number in the rational number. So we have to take, let x, the value of x is equal to 2.476. 76 is repeated. That means we can write x can be written as 2.476, again 76, again 76, and continuous. Now after the decimal, this number is non-repeated and these two numbers are repeated. So first you have to consider the repeated non-repeated number. That means we have to consider the only one number. So as we have to take to multiplied by 10, so 10x. So what is the value of 10x? So 10x means 2.47676 continuous is multiplied by 10. So when this number is multiplied by 10, then the decimal goes to the after 4. So that means this one is the 24.767676 and continuous. So the value of 10x, this one is the 24.767676, like this. So first we have to consider here the after the decimal only one number is present, that's why we have to multiply it by 10. Now we have to consider the repeated terms. Repeated terms is how two terms, two digits only. This first one is the 7 and second one is the 10. So here the two numbers are repeated, that's why we have to multiply it by 100. We have to multiply it by 100. Which numbers? Of 10x. So 10x is multiplied by 100. Then what is the value of this? Then 2476 7676. This one is repeated, so multiplied by 100. Then this one means 20, that's mean after the decimal goes to here. So this one is the 2476.767676 like this. Now we have to consider this one is the number 1 and this one is the number 2. Now just we have to subtract, and this one is 1000x. So the value of 1000x is this, and the value of 10x is this one. Now subtract 1 from 2. So 1000x minus 10x. What is the value of this? 2476.767676 continuous minus 24.7676 and repeat it. Now saying that after the decimal 7676, here also the 7676. So after the decimal, after subtraction, this one is the 000, because here the infinite number of 76 occur, here also the infinite number of 76 occur, so that's mean they are cancelled. Now here the 4, here the 6, so 6 minus 4, this one is the 2, 7, here the 2, so this one is the 5, 7 minus 2, 5, then the 2. And similarly 1000 minus 100, this one is the 990, and the similarly x, so 990x equal to 2452.00. That means this value of this one is nothing. So the value of x equal to 2452 divided by 990. You can simplify this one, or you can put here. So this one is the simplification is better. This one is the 1, if you divide by the 2, then this one is the 1 2, then the 2 6, and this one is the 4 9 5. So the value of x, this one is equal to 12 26 divided by 4. That's mean 2.476 is repeated. This one is equal to 12 26 divided by 4 9. So this one is the p and this one is q. Both are integers and q is not equal to 0. Now another one. This one is also very important. This one is x plus root 9.3, suppose root 9.3 on the number line. So in previous class there is one question, x plus root 5 on the number line. Here the 9.3, root over 9.3. So since that root 5 means 5 is the whole number or in the natural number, so we in this class we shall discuss root 5 on the number line, and here x plus 9.3 root over 9.3 on the number line. So 9.3, this one is the real number, so root over any real number. So first we have to draw 9.3 centimeter. Suppose this one is the 9.3 centimeter by using the scale. Then you have to draw one line which is more than 9.3, that's mean 9.3 plus 1 10.3, so more than 10.3 centimeter. Take any one point, this one is the point A, and measure 9.3 by using the compass. Start from here, we have to draw like this way. So this one is the 9.3 centimeter. That's mean the value of AB, this one is the 9.3 centimeter. Again we have to take 1 centimeter. So you have to draw here the the 1 centimeter. Start from B, draw 1 centimeter. This point is the C. So this one is the 1 centimeter. So this one is the BC is the 1 centimeter. Now one thing, suppose the question is express 5.3 on the number. So at first you have to draw the 5.3 and 1 centimeter. This one is the fixed. Always we have to draw 1 centimeter. Here the question is 7.5. Then you have to draw 7.5 and 1 centimeter. Then we have to find the middle point of AC. Find midpoint of AC by using the compass. We have to find you have to extend the compass half of the AC, more than the half of AC. We have to extend the compass more than half of AC. So suppose this one, then we have to draw this like here and here also, and here also. So suppose this one, and in here this one. Same measurement, start from C and this one, and similarly here this one. So this and this one. Then we have to join this. That means this one is the perpendicular bisector. This one is the perpendicular bisector of AC. This one is the perpendicular bisector of AC, and this line meets the BC at the point, suppose D. And last thing, we have to draw a perpendicular line on BC. Draw a perpendicular line on BC at B. At B. That means at the end of 9.3. So similarly, we have to draw like this way. Then start from here. Again start from here. Start from here. This one, and start from here. This one. Like this. Then we have to join this. This one is the perpendicular line on BC at the point B. And last one is draw a semicircle at D with radius CD or AD. Both are same because D is the midpoint of ASC. So start from here, measure this one or measure this one, and draw the semicircle like this. And this point we have to note, this one is the E point. Then measure B. Measure B, and the value of B is equal to root over 9.3. Okay, so you will get this one is the 9.3. Now we have to represent 9.3. We have to represent 9.3 on the number line. So number line means start from here, measure this one, start from B and draw one arc. Suppose this one is the point B, so that's why BP, this one is equal to root over 9.3, and this represents on the number line. Okay, now I'll discuss the last part of the number system. This one is the some identities related to square roots. A and B, we have to consider the two numbers. A and B are positive integers, and okay, A and B are the positive integers. Then root over A into root over B, this one is always equal to root over AB. Next one is root over A by root over B, this one is equal to root over A whole root over by A by B. Now root A plus root B, this one into root A minus root B, this one is equal to A minus B. That's mean root A whole square, that's mean this one is the A minus, this one is the A plus B into A minus B, like this way, plus minus, so A square minus B square, so root A whole square minus root B whole square. Similarly, A plus root B into A minus root B, this one is equal to A square, then the plus minus, so this one is the minus root B into root B, this one is the B, so A square minus B. And last one is root A plus root B, this one whole square. So similarly, A plus B whole square, this one is the A square, so A square means here the root A whole square, so root A whole square plus 2AB, we know that the 2AB means 2 into root over A into root over B plus root B the whole square. So root A whole square, this one means A plus 2 into root over A into root over B, first one root over A into root over B, this one is the root over AB, so this one is the root over AB plus this one is the B. Now this one is the very simple things. And suppose the question is rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator of 1 by 7 minus root 2. So rationalize the denominator means here the denominator portion, here the number is 7 minus root 2. We have to remove the root number. So here the number is 7 minus root 2, that's why we have to multiply like this way. Here the 7 minus root 2, so 7 minus root 2, so we have to multiply it by 7 plus root 2. If the plus sign is occur, then we have to multiply it by 7 minus root 2. So here the 1 by 7 minus root 2. 7 minus root 2 means we have to multiply it by 7 plus root 2 in the numerator and denominator, both sides. So 1 is multiplied by 7 plus root 2. Here the minus sign occur, that's why we have to multiply 7 plus root 2 in numerator and denominator both. Then 1 is multiplied by the any number, then the number itself, so this one is the 7 plus root 2, and this one is A plus root B into A minus root B, so the value is A square minus B, so A square, that's means the 7 square minus B means root over 2 whole square, so this one is the 7 plus root 2 divided by 7 square means 49 minus 2, so 49 minus 2 means the value is the 47, and this one is the 7 plus root 2. Now I will discuss about some properties of surds. Property of surds. First one is, these are the very important, a to the power m into a to the power n, this one is equal to a to the power m plus n. First thing is a and b, we have to consider a and b. These are the integers. and mn are real number. So a to the power m into a to the power n, this one is equal to a to the power m plus n. Second one, a to the power m divided by a to the power n, this one is equal to a to the power m minus n. So in division, when the base are the same, then the power is subtracted. Here is the one condition, when m must be greater than n. If m is less than n, then the value is 1 by a to the power n minus m, when m is less than n. Okay, now the third one, a to the power m whole to the power n, then the value is a to the power mn. Number 4, a to the power m into b to the power m, this one is equal to ab whole to the power m. And the last one, this one is a to the power m by b to the power m, this one is equal to a by b whole to the power m. Here the, now see that first one and the fourth one, both are the like same, a to the power m, here also the a to the power m, but here the b to the power m, here also a to the power m. See that here the base are the same, but here the base are different. Here the power are different and here the power are same. In this case, when the base are same, power different, then the power are added and the same base is present here. When the power are same but the base are different, then bases are multiplied, a and b, so ab. Similarly, number 2 and number 5, they are same, a, here also a, here also a, here the a and b different, m and n, here the different, but m and n, m both are same. So in this case, in division there is a subtracted, and in case of division, here the division. So I will take the one example. Now first example, suppose 2 to the power 1 by 2 is multiplied by 2 to the power 1 by 3. So what is the value of this? Since that here the base are the same, 2 and 2, power are not the same, so we have to multiply 2 to the power 1 by 2, sorry, addition 2 to the power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Then just you have to add 2, we have to find the LCM of 2 and 3. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is the 6. LCM of 2 and 3, this one is the 6, so we have to take 6. 2 is multiplied by which number, then the value is 6. 2 is multiplied by 3, so that's why this one is the 3. 1 is multiplied by 3 plus 1 is multiplied by 3 is multiplied by 2, then this one is the 2. So the value is 2 to the power 3 plus 2 by 6, that's means 2 to the power 5 by 6. So the value of 2 to the power 1 by 2 into 2 to the power 1 by 3, the value of 2 to the power 5 by 6. So this one is the example of 1. Now we have to consider the second example. Second example is the, suppose 2 to the power 1 divided by 2 to the power 1 by 3. So the value is 2 to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. This one is the second property, a to the power m by a to the power n, so minus m minus n. So similarly here also the 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. So similarly in place of the plus, here the minus sign, so 2 to the power 3 minus 2 by 6 here. Similarly here the minus sign, here also the minus sign, so 3 minus 2, that means the 2 to the power 1 by 6. Now 16 whole to the power 3 by 4. So what is the value of 16 whole to the power 3 by 4? Now 16 can be represented as 2 into 8, again 2 into 4, 2. So 2 is the 4 times, that means 16 can be represented as 2 to the power 4 whole to the power 3 by 4 is here, so that's why this one is the 3 by 4. That's mean this one is the 2 to the power 4 into 3 by 4, because a to the power m whole to the power n, that's mean a to the power m into n. So 4 cancelled, that's mean this one is the 2 cube. So 2 cube means 2 is multiplied by the 3 times, that's mean 8. Okay, now one question is, what is the value of pi? The value of pi is 22 by 7, or it can be represented as 3.14. Now 22 by 7, this one is the rational number, 3.4, this one is 3.14, this one is also rational number. Then why pi is irrational number? Actually 22 by 7. So what is the value of 22 by 7? Actual value of 22 by 7, this one is the 3.142857. Again 142857, and this one is repeated. So that's mean this one is the 3.142857. In approximately, it can be represented as 3.14 up to 2 decimal place. Actual value of pi. So actual value of the pi, this one is 3.141592653589, this way. And this actual value of pi is never ending. That means when we have to approximate, then this value is also the 3.14 up to 2 decimal place. As these two value, that's mean here this one is the 3.14 and 22 by 7, this one is also the 3.14. As these two value are the same, that's why we can say that the value of pi is 22 by 7. That's why value of pi is 22 by 7 or the 3.14, but 22 by 7, this one is the rational number, 3.14, this one is also the rational number, but the value of pi is not the rational number. That's mean the pi is not rational number, because the value of pi, this one is 3.141592653589, this one is never ending, and this is the non-terminating and non-recurring number. So this is not the non-terminating and non-recurring number. So that's why pi is not a rational number. Thank you.